everyone. It is so good to be talking to you again. Today, I would like to do a reflection on Indigenous Peoples Day. It is a celebration and a reflection. We won't have a society if we destroy the environment. This is a quote by Margaret Mead. Welcome to a thought provoking episode of Empowering Educators, where we delve into the significance of Indigenous Peoples Day. It is a time to ask ourselves, why aren't we celebrating it more prominently? And what can we learn from the wisdom of native traditions that have shaped our nation? Indigenous Peoples Day is a day to honor the rich tapestry of Native American cultures, traditions, and contributions to our world. Yet, it's often overlooked, even forgotten in the shadows of other holidays. It's time to bring it into the spotlight and give it the recognition it deserves. The native peoples of this land, long before the arrival of Columbus, thrived in harmony with the environment. They left us profound lessons in sustainability, community, and living in balance with nature. Consider this: Native Americans were masters of utilizing resources with minimal waste. They understood the concept of conservation long before it became a buzzword. Their traditions offers us insight into how to sustain our planet for future generations. Imagine the impact on children when we read them stories of Native American legends that are deeply rooted in the environment. Stories like The Legend of the Three Sisters can teach kids about the ingenious agricultural practices of planting corn, beans, and squash together. Books like The Girl Who Loved Wild Horses open the door to discussions about the profound bond between indigenous people and the land. Incorporate ecological lessons that demonstrate the practicality and beauty of indigenous sustainability practices. Let children explore the concept of the seven generations, a principle many indigenous tribes follow. It means considering the impact of our actions on the world 7 generations into the future. It's a powerful concept to impart to the younger generation, inspiring them to be responsible caretakers of the earth. Educate students about the historical struggles and resilience of indigenous communities through honest history lessons. Discuss the injustices they face, from forced relocations to broken treaties, but also celebrates their tenacity, wisdom, and the revival of their traditions. Utilize technology to bring the teachings of indigenous cultures to life. Virtual reality experiences can transport students to native lands and immerse them in traditional practices. Educational apps and websites provide resources to explore tribal languages, art, and music, bridging the gap between modern technology and ancient wisdom. The acknowledgement of Indigenous Peoples Day is a declaration of gratitude and respect for the original caretakers of this land. It's a chance to acknowledge the suffering and injustices they've endured and pledge to right these historical wrongs. Tribute gardens, sustainable lessons, native stories, virtual trips, online resources can be ways that you can do it. Schools can create tribute gardens where students learn about native plants, their significance, and how they were used by indigenous communities. This hands on experience connects children to the land's history and its stewards. Integrate lessons about native sustainability practices into the curriculum. This might involve the study of traditional farming methods, natural resource conservation, and respecting the environment. Explore the rich tapestry of native myths, legends, and stories that offer insight into the spiritual connection between indigenous people and the earth, teaching children the value of this connection. Take students on virtual trips to indigenous reservation or historical sites, allowing them to engage with native culture in an immersed educational way. Leverage online resources to access a wealth of information on the indigenous cultures, including language, art, and ecological practices. As educators, we have the duty to elevate the importance of Indigenous Peoples Day and to learn from the indigenous traditions that shaped our land. Let's make it a day of deep reflection, meaningful lessons, and a commitment to a more sustainable, harmonious future. By embracing this occasion, we honor the resilience and wisdom of the native peoples who continue to inspire us. Thank you for listening, and I hope that next year you can take some of these examples and incorporate them into your own classroom. These people, they gave us the key to what can make our world a better place for future generations to come. Let's use these tools that are available to us and let's teach it to our children so that they can themselves be agent of change. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you have an amazing week and continue to inspire anyone wherever you are. Have a wonderful week.